I'm an 83-year-old retired English professor. 2 years ago, when we moved here to Colorado, I had a knee replacement, my left knee replaced, and was doing physical therapy for my knee replacement when one morning got out of bed, wasn't using a walker anymore, and collapsed with my left leg just totally gave away. Ended up on the floor. Called my husband. He said, "We have to go to the emergency room." I said, "No, I think it's my back." It was excruciating and it got worse. I wasn't through with my therapy, but I decided I would look for someone who could help me. And I knew I wanted a neurosurgeon. I didn't want an osteo doctor. I found Neurosurgery One, and they had offices around the city. And I looked, and they had one at Advent Hospital complex in Parker. So that's perfect. It's 2.5 miles from my home. And at that time, I read Dr. Asfahani's bio, among the others. And then I read the patient comments. And when one patient had said, "I wish he were my every time, every day doctor," I thought that's a really good recommendation. And others said, he was easy to talk to. So okay, we'll give him a try. We scheduled the surgery, and then he said, "There's one last test that I'd like you to have before we go ahead with the surgery." And I was really bummed. And he said, "No," he said, "given your age, I want you to have a DEXA scan so that we can make sure that your spine bones are solid enough that we can secure the screws and whatever." So I went and had that, another couple weeks to schedule it. And lo and behold, I failed. So it was delayed. I started on Timlos, which is the bone building or thickening medication. And he said, "You have to be on there for 3 months." So waited 3 months, and like 3 months in one day, I said, "That's it, we're going to go." And he said, "Okay, we can do that." I had the surgery, and it was like a miracle. As soon as I could get up, my back was fine. Walked out of the hospital. I know someone else could have gone ahead and done the surgery without telling me I really should strengthen my back before, or the vertebra before. I'm sure that might have happened, but he was cautious and he was conservative. And I think that's really important, to make someone confident that their outcome will be the best. I think it was Cher who sang the song, "If I Could Turn Back Time." I think that really applies here. And I think the back surgery I had with Dr. Asfahani absolutely turned back time. And I no longer feel like an old lady.